This is departure day of my solo trip to Montreal. This is the Montreal Museum of Fine Arts. If you're age 25 or younger, then admission is free. Foods and beverages were not allowed inside, so I chugged my matcha. I got my ticket and headed inside. I don't think there was really an order to see the exhibits in. The rooms flowed into each other, so you were free to walk around and look at the art pieces that intrigued you. Everything was so lovely and so interesting. I had to keep my eye on the clock so I wouldn't stay too long and fall behind schedule. Not only did this museum have multiple floors, there were multiple pavilions and each one had multiple floors. Basically a matrix of a museum. This exhibit was pretty cool. A series of woodblock prints by a Japanese artist who captured sceneries from all these cities along the Japanese coast, starting with Nihonbashi and ending in Kyoto. I actually fell in love with the works of Wanda Ku. The way she portrayed the moon and the sky were so mesmerizing. I headed upstairs to see this exhibit, which seemed to be a spotlight for the museum at the time. After I saw as much of the museum as I could, I headed out. I wanted to make one last stop at the grocery store to grab some more maple items. This day was a little bit tricky because I already had a limited amount of space left in my luggage, like super limited. I just grabbed what I needed and then got out before I got into shopping mode. And now I'm on my way to my last stop in Montreal. This is a little pasta bar that makes their pasta fresh in-house. The restaurant itself was very cute and the workers were so nice. I believe they only have one size option, which is pretty big. You can choose from one of their menu items or build your own. They also had these cool machines that made the pasta fresh. Once I got my order, I headed back to the hotel. It was sprinkling a little bit, so I got a little worried, but it was fine. I retrieved my stowed luggage, shuffled some stuff around to fit everything, and then got my Uber. Said goodbye to the property because it was so good to me, and then I was on my way to the airport. My driver knew a bit of a shortcut to get me to the departures faster, so he dropped me off there, and then it was time to go through US Customs. I flunked with flying colors. I actually had to go back and check my carry-on. When I went through the line again, everyone was like, "Oh my god, girl, you again." When they finally cleared me, I headed to my gate and had my pasta. I got there with plenty of time to spare even with the whole customs situation. 2 gate changes and 2 delays later, we were finally on our way back. We were supposed to leave by like 8. I think we left like right before 10. I kept myself awake until snack service and then knocked out after I got my food. The delays weren't fun, but these pretzels, they were pretty good. I'll give them that. Landed in Vegas at about 11:30 Pacific time, and it's back to normal life. Thank you for coming along.